Welcome to RankMy.Site SEO platform.
Hi, my name's Andy and I'm going to take you through a quick demo of the SEO platform. This SEO platform is going to enable you to optimize your own website without having to be an SEO expert first. So I'm going to take you through some of the key features that's going to enable you to identify what SEO strategy you should build, so what keywords you need to target, how to implement those on the website, and then how to track your performance ongoing. There's lots of other little features as well. Some of them I'll take you through, some of them I won't, but hopefully, we'll get through some of the key bits today. So first off, have a little explore of the actual platform's dashboard, because this is your one-stop shop to get all the key information at a quick glance. So you can see exactly where your keywords are ranking, what your average ranking is over time, how many SEO actions you completed, and I'll show you those soon, your priority actions, so the things you need to do as soon as possible because they're going to have the biggest impact on your SEO. It connects with Google Analytics and Google Search Console, so you can see how much traffic you've had, where that traffic's come from, top backlinks, how to build backlinks, so much. So do have a play with the dashboard. But first, I'm going to take you through the SEO strategy part. So this is how we're going to find the keywords that your customers are actually searching for, that if you rank high in Google, it's going to generate you leads and sales. So let's head over to that. Okay, great. So the website that I'm demoing today is a plumbing website. Now these plumbers, they offer plumbing services across the US. So in many cities and many towns. What we're going to do today is we're going to look for keywords in the areas of Boston and also in Fresno. So let's have a quick look. So there's a few ways that the platform's going to help you to find keywords. And this SEO is really important when it comes to keywords, because keywords are everything really. If you rank for the right keywords, it's going to grow your business. If you rank for the wrong keywords, you're going to waste your time and you're not going to get any conversions, right? So it's really important that you find the right keywords. And there's a few ways you can do it on the platform. First off, you can add a seed keyword here. So for example here, I added in the word plumbers Boston. So if I click this, you can see all the similar and related keywords around plumbers in Boston that I might not have even thought about. And it brings back search volume and difficulty. So search volume is the number of searches that keyword gets per month in Google. And that comes straight from Google, right? So on average, cheap plumbers in Boston is searched 10 times per month. So that's 120 people per year. And that's the way to think about it, right? 120 people per year. If you could get 10, 20, 30% of that, how much of impact is that going to have on your business? And then keyword difficulty as well. That's how difficult it's going to be to rank for that keyword based on the websites that are already on page one. So when we look at the websites that are on page one, or the software does, it goes, right, how difficult is it going to be to get above those? And difficulty will come in low, medium, high, or very high. So if we have a look through, we can filter by these. Okay, great. So I've sorted the table while looking at search volume. Now, plumbers Boston, probably the most obvious keyword, 1,000 searches a month, and the difficulty is low, which is great. And you can see actually Boston plumbers or plumbers in Boston, and all of these have got a medium difficulty. So this is one we want to go for. So I might go further down and go, okay, are there any other phrases here that are relevant? Plumbers Boston, MA, Massachusetts. So just to make sure that we're really targeting customers from the right area. Great. And really what you want to do is go through here and pick as many keywords that are relevant to your business as possible and go through that same process. So if we do the same for Fresno, and let's scroll to the top. Okay, so 1,900 searches a month. Difficulty medium, which is still good. If you start to see your highs and very highs, then that's going to be more difficult to rank for. And let's have a look. Let's go for the same thing. So let's also do California as well. So make sure we're targeting exactly the right audience. And you can do this across many keywords. That's one of the ways that you can pick keywords. Another way is to add competitors in. So for example here, we've added in bostonstandardplumbing.com, and we can see some of the keywords that this website ranks for. And this again is a great way to find keywords that perhaps you might not have thought of and you might not have searched up here, or that the platform might not have even brought back based on these searches. So if we go through, what I might want to do now is search Boston. So we're looking for all the keywords that website ranks for that mentions the word Boston. So let's say that this company also does Boston air conditioner repair. Then you might want to add that keyword. And then what you do is you review your chosen keywords. And once you're happy with that list and you go, yes, these are the keywords I want this platform to help optimize my website and get me to the top of Google for. Click next and then click save. Okay, so the next key bit about the platform, and I'll go through this quickly, is about thinking for all those keywords you want to rank for, what are the pages actually that you want Google to show? So for example here, when someone searches the plumber keywords in Boston, we want Google to show the Boston, Massachusetts page because that's what's going to be most relevant for that audience, right? They don't want to land on the Fresno page. They don't want to land on a page about Dallas. They want to land on the Boston, Massachusetts. So what we do is we click add keyword and then we search Boston here. And now we can find all of the keywords that we want to rank on that page. So we click that, and then at the bottom, we'll click save and recrawl. Another key part of SEO you might have heard is all around creating blog content. Blogs are great for SEO because, one, you're hitting what Google wants, which is creating fresh, unique, and industry-relevant content, right? So if you're creating fresh blog posts, once, twice a month, more if possible, but keeping that quality high, that are related to the topics that your website ranks for, then it's going to help support those keywords. So you might have a better chance of ranking for keywords like emergency plumber or plumber Boston. So what you do here, plug in the keyword that you want to get ideas around. So for example here, emergency plumber. Then what the SEO platform does is it looks to find all of the best blog title ideas that you can create your content around. So for example, how much does an emergency plumber cost? Do emergency plumbers come at night? How much do plumbers usually charge per hour? And these are the keywords that people are actually searching in Google around this area. And again, for plumber Boston, if you have a quick look here, then we can see how much do plumbers charge per hour in Massachusetts? Do plumbers give free quotes? And these are all taken directly from Google. So if you were to rank for these, not only is it going to support your existing keywords, but it actually might help you rank for some of these questions directly in Google search. When you find the titles that you want to write about and you want to rank for, click the plus button, it adds it into your content scrapboard. And then what you can do is you can arrange your content scrapboard based on when you're going to create content and what content you're going to create together. One of the great features within the platform is the content wizard. So you can see here, if you click on the content wizard, what it does is it will generate an in-depth content brief, an outline for your chosen title. Great if you're going to write the blog post yourself, or if you're going to send it to a content writer. Actually, here's one I created earlier. So, do plumbers cost more on weekends? If you click this is the type of content it comes back with. So it tells you your target audience, the style, the purpose, it tells you what to write in the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. It's a really fantastic way to quickly write a blog post. Okay, let's move on to the next feature. When it comes to SEO, it's really key that you're tracking your competitors. So not only can you benchmark yourself, but you can spot new opportunities. As I mentioned before, finding new keyword ideas or finding new backlink ideas. So within the competition section of the SEO platform, you can do all of that. You run an audit when you want to, and that pulls back all the latest data. So for every website that you add in, it will tell you how many keywords they've got in the top 3 positions, how many in page 1, how many in page 2, and how many keywords they're ranking for in total. And it will bring back some of their top keywords. One of the great things that you can do actually is benchmark yourself against those competitors. So if you press this compare competitors button, what you can do then is put your website against your top competitors. So let's do these two as an example. Okay, great. So we can see that Plumbers 911 against Roto-Roofer. So when it comes to actually keywords, Roto-Roofer rank for far, far more keywords and get far, far more SEO traffic, estimated monthly traffic. But McMahon Plumbing, it's not the case. So Plumbers 911 actually rank for more keywords. And when it comes to backlinks, this is really important because once you know who your top competitors are, then you need to look at how you compare in terms of backlinks. That if they have more backlinks than you, then okay, you're probably going to want to make sure that you're doing some backlink building, which I can show you later the features we have within the platform. Once you've built your strategy, it's time to actually get in and make some SEO changes to your website. So then we head to the actions. So let's head over there now. Okay, great. So this is where you're probably going to spend most of your time in the platform. This is where the platform takes in all the data you've given it. So all the keywords you're going to rank for, all the competitors. At the same time, it's looking across the Google search results. It's looking at your content. It's looking at your technical SEO. It's looking at your backlinks, your competitors' backlinks. It's looking at your local performance. It's grabbing all of this data and it's doing a bit of a gap analysis. And what it does then, it's really clever. It works out what actions you need to do every month to improve your SEO. So when you first land on here, you'll be asked how much time you can dedicate towards your SEO. Now, not everyone can dedicate full time to their SEO, right? You might only have 2 hours a week or a couple of days per month you can spend on your SEO. So once you tell the platform that, the platform then calculates, okay, well, if this person's only got 8 hours to spend on their SEO, then they need to do these 15, 20 things this month, because these are the 15, 20 things that are going to give them the most amount of SEO return and get their website moving up the website rankings as quickly as possible. And you'll get lots and lots of different actions. You'll get actions based on keywords. You'll get actions based on the platform and site-wide actions, so duplicate content, for example. And then you'll get actions on a page-by-page level. So these might be technical actions like creating a redirect, or some of them might be more content based, like mentioning a keyword within the title tag. For each of these actions, it tells you how long it's going to take, and it gives you a color, and the color refers to the level of priority. So red means it's high priority, and typically that just means if you do this, you're probably going to get quicker results than if you do a yellow or a green being the lowest priority. Now if you click on them, they expand out. It tells you what you need to do, it tells you why it's important, and it tells you how to do it, and it'll always give you a guide. So you read what you need to do, go to your website, make the change, come back here, press complete action. What the platform will do then is it will go to go to your website in real time, make sure that you've completed that action correctly, you haven't misspelled or updated the wrong field, and if so, it will wipe that and it will say well done, and you can work on your next actions. And if you haven't, then it will just say, hey, go back and double check. And it's all about working on your SEO every single month. This is what's so key to Google. Google wants to see that you're trustworthy and you're justified in terms of earning a place on the first page of Google, because everyone wants to be on the first page of Google. But if you can show that every single month you're going to make SEO changes and improve it, for example, page speed, content, backlinks, whatever it may be, then Google's going to notice that, and it's going to slowly build up your SEO score over time. So that's really, really important. Now we're going to focus on some of the additional features. Let's go over and look at some of the backlink features. Backlinks are a really important part when it comes to SEO, especially for some of those more competitive keywords. So if they're a medium difficulty or above, you'll probably need to look at not only just improving the SEO on your website, but actually improving your SEO off your website. And that mainly comes down to building links. Now the platform has lots of features. One, it's going to show you all of the links that you've got at the moment. So you can have a look and go, okay, where are our best links coming from? Do we need to review these? Can we extend the relationship with some of these? It's also going to show you your domain authority over time. So you can see, okay, as we're doing link building, is it all improving? You can disavow links. So if you've got any harmful backlinks, you can disavow them. You can also view links that have been lost. And this can often be a reason for rankings that drop, is because some of your top links have been lost. And you wouldn't know that unless you really went in here and had a look. But let's have a look at some of the features to help you build backlinks as well. The first one I'm going to show you is finding backlink opportunities from your competitors. So as I showed you before, you can add competitors into the platform. And by the way, the platform will help you find competitors. So if you're not sure who your top competitors are, don't worry. The platform will identify them and then highlight them to you. What we do within the platform is that it grabs all of your competitors' backlinks, and then it puts all of those backlinks together and then compares against your backlinks. And it goes, well, if 2 or more of your competitors have a backlink from the same website, then that should be a really fantastic new link opportunity for your website too, right? Because it means it's a website that's talking about multiple competitors, which means they're not aligned, for example, with one competitor. So this will show you all of the top websites that your competitors have and that you don't have. And sometimes you can find some really quick, easy ones. So for example here, top rated local. It's got a score of 10 out of 10. So it's a really authoritative website. And 3 of the competitors have got links on there. And chances are that's a real nice direct to your website that you can get listed on. So we very much recommend adding in lots of competitors and then reviewing these links. And another way to build backlinks is through actually looking at journalists. So let's head over to that feature now. Checking to see if there are any journalists that are writing about areas that you're an expert in can also be a great way of building backlinks. So what the platform will do is every day it will grab any journalists that have posted online asking for help to write their article. These could be bloggers, they could be media writers, it could be a real range of people. And essentially what they're doing is they're saying, I'm writing an article around such and such, but I need experts to help me because I'm not an expert in this area. And then the great thing about this from an SEO point of view is if you support that blogger or that journalist with content that they can then use within their content piece, they'll give you a backlink. And it's how we've had some customers that built some fantastic backlinks. So what you do is within the platform, you add in some keywords around your top services. And then what the platform will do is every day it will look to see if there are any requests that match those keywords. So for example, here we've got a spring cleaning and organizing guide. We've got cleaning faux leather expert advice. So if you were to read that and go, okay, this is an area that we're an expert in, we can provide support there. The publication is Homes and Gardens Online, so you can look into that. You can then click the Get in Contact button, and the platform will guide you through getting in contact with that journalist. And you can do it across all of these, and it's a great way to build backlinks. Once you build backlinks, you've done your on-site, the final thing you want to be looking at is the reporting to see how well your website is performing in terms of all this great SEO that you're doing. So let's have a look at a few of those features.
First, let's look at the keyword ranking feature. This feature is going to track all of your chosen keywords, so the keywords you chose originally in the strategy, in Google every 2 days. It's going to show you for each of the keywords what URL is ranking, if a page is ranking, where you rank on the current day, where you ranked on the previous day, where you ranked last week and last month. It'll also show you the search volume of those keywords, and you can do a bit of a deep dive by clicking the analysis button. At the top here, you can click on average ranking to see your average ranking over time. And also this is a great button here, competition. What it's going to do is going to show you the top competitors across all of your keywords. So you can see actually from an SEO point of view, who are the websites that you're competing with. If you click on them, then you can see the keywords they rank for, their position, and what URL ranks in case you want to do some analysis. Next, let's have a look at the report builder. The report builder is going to enable you to create your own bespoke reports, tracking all of your key SEO KPIs in one place. There's two ways that you can build a report. You can create from a blank report, or you can start from a template. In this example, I'm going to start from a template. If you click this, you'll see different examples. So let's click SEO Report Expert and click Next. Then you add in the name of your report, the size, the orientation, the font, and the date format, as well as the date range. So for example here, if I choose that and I compare to previous period and click apply. Down in the header settings, you can add a logo, you can change the text and the font as well in the footer as well. Now let me create this report and show you what it looks like. Once you create your report, this is what it will look like. So you'll have your report here. At the top, you'll have different options that you can amend. And on the left, you'll have the summary of each of the page and the widgets that are on there. So if we scroll down, you'll see text boxes like this. Now, with any of the widgets, whether they're a text box or a database box, you'll see these three buttons at the top. You can edit the widget, you can freeze the data, or you can delete it really simply. Now, if we scroll down and have a look at this template, it has a report outline, then it has the keyword rankings, Google Analytics traffic stats, so you can connect up Google Analytics, Google Search Console, and Google My Business to bring through data from there. SEO traffic stats, SEO visibility stats from Search Console. You can also pull through backlink data within the platform, as well as the actions that you've completed and actions that are upcoming. And it's really simple if you want to add new widgets. If you click here, add widget, you'll then see everything available. So Google Analytics widgets, Google Search Console widgets, keyword-based widgets, citations, and more. Everything within the platform can essentially be converted into a widget that you can bring through into your report.